Okay, Jose Monkey, find me.
You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. Guys, this search was really interesting, but I encountered some really weird stuff along the way. So what can we see? This video opens with a view of a river. We can see some tall spires or other buildings off in the distance. As the camera turns, we can see that this person is on what appears to be a footbridge. Next, we can see this fairly distinctive tower over the trees here. Then they show us a view of the river on the other side of the bridge. And as the camera turns to show us this end of the bridge, we see that there's what appears to be a large white sculpture here. Okay, so I figured that sculpture was pretty distinctive and would be a good thing to try to look for.
Bro, why don't you just use Google Lens?
Chad, you know if I use Google Lens, you're just going to say that's cheating.
Yeah, well, that's because you suck.
Got it. Anyway, I thought maybe if I searched for white sculpture near river, I might be able to find different sculptures and look for one that looked the same. And guys, I was not prepared for the nightmare fuel that I was about to encounter, because I immediately got this. What the heck is that? This creepy thing is apparently in Jersey City, and I guess it's been a while since I've been in that area because I would remember if I saw that. But it doesn't stop there, because even when I tried to exclude that specific monstrosity from my results, I was getting all sorts of weird stuff. Here's just a sampling of the horrors that I encountered when searching for photos of large white sculptures. Help? Anyway, I tried to move past that by looking for more abstract sculptures, hoping to avoid more freakishly large disembodied heads, though some of the same images did keep popping up. But I started to get some results that were more like what I was looking for, though not exactly right. So I tried a new approach. I looked at the images that Google gave me, and I just tried to pick one that looked like close to right. Then I would look at the similar images for that image, and again, try to pick out the one that looked closest to what I was looking for. And then I would look at the similar images for that one and do it again. And I don't mean to sound like an uncultured oaf here, but I'm not going to lie. What I would do is look at the set of images and then just try to pick the weirdest one. And that seemed to be working, because at first I was getting very basic white shapes, and I started getting more elaborate and abstract shapes. And eventually, I found one that looked right. So I followed that link, and it took me to a page where it talked about a sculpture called Hoopla by Alice Aycock. By the way, it was at that point that I realized that if this was the right sculpture, that the video was reversed and I needed to flip it. That was not obvious to me initially, but once I flipped it and compared the images, I was pretty sure they were right. And that page told me that that sculpture was in a park in Sweden. It didn't say exactly where, so I just brought up a map of that park and started looking around. I figured I'd just look for where there were bridges. And when I zoomed in on this spot, I saw a label for that sculpture right near a bridge. And guys, that was it. You were on this footbridge in Stockholm, Sweden. On Google Maps, I found a user-submitted 360-degree photo that helped me to confirm the view of the tower that we see, and that sculpture that got us here in the first place. Okay, it's time to check which previous location is closest to this one. And it's actually one I just did like last week. This is closest to the location in Season 2, Episode 37, in Pärnu, Estonia. That's about 236 miles or 380 kilometers away from this spot. For those keeping track, this is my first location in Sweden, and that makes it the 40th country in which I have found people so far. If you also sent me a video from Sweden, and you know who you are, and you were hoping to be the first one from that country to send me a video, I'm sorry to disappoint you. But do not despair, because I'm hoping to do another video in Sweden very soon. In fact, I may do another international week like I did around this time last year, where I spend a whole week focusing just on locations outside of the US. So stay tuned for more info on that. Oh, also, real quick guys, I updated the page where you can find all of the shirts that I wear in these videos to add a few that were missing, including this one that I'm wearing right now. So check that out if you're into it. If anybody else wants me to find them, record a video where you say, "Find me, Jose Monkey," or something like that, on camera, or hold up a sign that says something similar. And don't forget to tag me in a comment on that video.